You know, you see these guys, the pickup artists, which I've been involved in that scene, I still am, I help a lot of guys, and the theory is go out, progressive desensitization, expose yourself, keep approaching, learn the techniques, make more eye contact, learn the right things to say, and at some point, something's going to bust where you suddenly feel confident. But my argument to that is, if you don't know where to focus your mind and how to access that state of joy, all you're essentially doing is practicing going into the boxing gym and throwing a terrible jab 1,000 times. So all you're going to do is learn even more how to do it wrong and possibly damage yourself. So when I talk about approaching women, if you go out and you do force exposure, force exposure, force exposure, and all you ever get, because the vibe isn't right in the body, so you don't have the positive energy that complements a woman stopping and wanting to talk to you. You're in the haze, you feel blues, there's constant negative internal dialogue in the head, but you're courageous enough to push yourself and say, fuck it, let's do it. That's a great thing. But the vibe in the body, the energy in the body is negative, and she can see that. That's why she doesn't want to stop. So you're doing it from the wrong angle. Nothing's going to change. All you're going to do is keep doing the wrong thing, get rejected, play the numbers game. You might get a few numbers at flake, but she didn't feel comfortable in your company, and probably get more demoralized and make less progress than more progress by doing it that way. So no, it's not. That's why progressive desensitization doesn't work unless you know how to access that state of joy where you're excited to do this. You're in positive state and you're projecting a different energy to what you were before, because that's really what makes a woman want to talk to you. If you're miserable, or even if you force a smile, okay, let's get my approaches done, and you know, they say smile on the approach and make eye contact. Well, if the energy in the body is nervous, anxious, negative, dreading rejection, not really believing in yourself, then the micro signals on the face that you express, the woman is hardwired to be able to detect. So even though you're saying all the right things and you're actually approaching her, she can see that there's something about you where you don't truly believe in what you're doing. That's why it's not going to work. That's why you see these PUAs going on. I've done 4,000 approaches. I've only ever got 2 phone numbers. Okay, well, what are you going to do differently? You know, what is it that needs to change? Is it that you need to try a different line? Is it need to make more eye contact? Is it that you need to speak louder? No, it's none of those things. Because the reason the woman is not stopping is because the energy in your body is negged out, and you're coming in with such a low energy, such a low frequency. She's like, I don't know. She doesn't know what it is. You know, I'm talking about emotional contagion. How you feel in the body creates an energy that someone else feels. That's why if you're in a room with someone who's in a bad mood, you can fucking feel that. You ever walked into a room when you know someone's in a bad mood? Say, by the same token, you ever gone out with a guy that's just in such a great state that he's pulled you into that state and made you laugh? That's emotional contagion. So the woman is 100 times more adapted to be able to detect that in a man. She has to be, because she has to be able to spot honest signals to make sure the man she invests in, she gets in a relationship, is the real deal. So if you're like, hey, like smile on, hey, it's like, she's gone. You know, so that's why it's so much about the energy and the vibe and the true confidence. You can simplify it. It's not, you know, there are things that you should say and shouldn't say, and there is a technique to this. But if you had the ability to just get yourself in the zone, feel positive, feel expressive, all of your best humour and all of your best conversation is coming out of that. And there's probably evidence of that for every single one of you, how when you've been in a highly positive mood, in a high frequency, having a great time, you're on holiday, you've had some good news, your conversation, your communication skills are different. You've got access to that free flow. Have you ever experienced that? Exactly the same person, different mood, different communication. You're different today. You could hear that of someone, one of your friends or a girl. Something's different, like. So it's highly about vibe. It's highly about the energy that you project. That's what you need to get yourself. And you could literally, excuse me, I thought you were cute, wanted to say hi, but she can see you actually believe in what you're saying. You actually want to get to know her rather than just force yourself into the interaction, hoping something happens because you want to meet a woman. You've got to be a full cup. You've got to feel like you have value when you're going out there to meet women, because she needs to see that. You can't be this empty cup that's hoping something clicks so you can get a girlfriend, because that's not how it works. You know, women are not going to meet you halfway. Unfortunately, as a guy, Fortunately, as a guy, we can work on this. Unfortunately, if you're not confident and you don't have that positive vibe and you don't believe in yourself, a woman isn't going to meet you halfway. She's only going to meet you halfway when she sees that you're the real deal. So the work needs to be done. The internal work needs to be done where you feel great about yourself. Not about learning the pickup line. It's not about learning the Tinder algorithm. It's not about learning the 5 steps to seduction, because you're not even going to be able to approach and hold a conversation with a girl fluently and convincingly unless you're feeling good.